right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're done with our 2-week break, so it's season 3, I guess now. This is episode 37.
Yes.
The Always Chillin' podcast.
Getting
Welcome
up
back.
there.
Yeah, we are getting up there. Good to see everybody. Let's get right into it, man. I got a joke for you. I heard a joke today.
Sock it to me.
What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
Poop.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, use that on your friends. Tell your grandma that joke.
Yeah.
You looked into this, and it's not illegal to own an elephant.
No.
You can do it. Like around here, you can own
5
an
acres and to be able to feed it.
It's like you have to prove it. Like they come. I assume they come check or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they're gonna come check. Yeah, they're gonna come check out the land and make sure everything's straight. But yeah, man, I looked into this years ago.
5 acres and to be able to feed
and to
it.
be able to feed it.
What do you have to feed it? Grass.
Damn,
Hay.
I'm in my vegan mind now, but yeah, fruit,
Bananas.
fruit, bananas, peanuts and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Find something, man. Shit. Well, I would have to be a Japanese one though.
Yeah, because
they get small.
Yeah, the African ones are pretty big.
Man, yeah, and they're very
those will probably
aggressive.
kill you.
Yeah, they'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, one dope thing about elephants, man, is they think we're cute.
Yeah, I saw that. They did like a
Yeah.
brain test,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like the same part of their brain lights up on ours
Like,
when we see a puppy.
Like, like
Yeah.
when we see puppies and babies. Yeah,
Elephants
man.
think we're cute.
They kick their kids' ass, like so if the kid's too far off in the river or something, every adult in the pack gets to kick him. Bow, bow. They don't leave anybody behind. Elephants, man. I've always loved elephants for some reason.
they're cool. They're cool, man. Yeah, you got a bunch of you used to have a bunch of elephants
Yeah, I
up
took
there.
all them home. I took them home, man.
Oh, yeah.
Took 'em
Well,
home.
take my word for it. At his house, there's elephants all over the place.
I got my big boy over here still though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's one right there. You guys will never see it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my big boy.
Come to the shop. Maybe you'll see it.
Come to the shop, you'll see it.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do, man.
And it's Black History Month, and a lot of it has to do with race. So, I guess we'll just get right into it. Do you want to talk about this Brian Flores stuff?
Yeah,
We haven't talked about that yet. That happened while we were on break.
Which is why I actually just found out who was in the Super Bowl last week.
Yeah.
I was taking a nap and my
Yeah.
wife was watching something and had it on the channel and I woke up and I was like, oh shit.
I'm
and
stoked
they
about the
just
Bengals, man. Joe Burrow's my
and
guy.
that's
Joe cool. That's
not
Joe
only that,
cool.
Scott Frost, smack yourself. You should be smacking yourself, but that's a whole nother show.
yeah,
That's gonna be a whole nother show.
We would have ruined him.
He probably should be smacking.
We would have
yourself.
ruined him.
But at the time
Ohio
I was
State should be smacking themselves.
right. Yeah. I didn't know that either. But at the time I was rolling up, opened my eyes and shit. They were talking about Nebraska. So I'm like, shit, what? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I had heard the head coach was an ex-Husker.
Yeah, Zach
Like,
Taylor.
whoa,
The guy.
Zach Taylor. I was like, yeah, I liked him. I liked him. Bad time to be here during his time under the coaching staff. But yeah, I remember the guy. So I watched probably about 5 minutes of it and went back to sleep. I thought they were gonna lose, but apparently they won. But
Mm-hmm.
man, I've been so loyal to Colin Kaepernick, man. I don't know what's going on in the NFL. I haven't watched since Cap.
Yeah, I haven't really watched any of this year either, but I'm going to watch the Super Bowl just because
Yeah, my son wants to watch
it's
it.
the Super Bowl, and it's cool that the Bengals are in it.
The Husker connection.
A lot of people are going to make a lot of money. And
Yeah.
and Stanley Morgan Jr. plays on the Bengals, too.
Husker connection, man.
Yeah,
the
so there's a couple Husker connections
Yeah, so
there,
I was
so
like,
yeah, you
okay,
gotta
that's dope. That's dope. So I was like, I don't think he did that on purpose. Not Bill Belichick. I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't think it was an accident. Let me fix
Right.
that. I don't think that was an accident. He did
Yeah,
that
I
on
think he was
purpose.
blowing the whistle, man.
Yeah.
He's blowing the whistle.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I think he was doing it. Yeah, when I got my
That's
haircut.
no accident.
When I got my haircut the other day, I was talking about it. Yeah, I don't think it was an accident.
No, that's no. You come on. This is Bill Belichick, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, Cap's been telling us
Mm-hmm.
the whole time.
Yeah, so Brian Flores is basically saying a bunch of teams are racist, or they're kind of not racist, but they're just using the Rooney Rule to check the box.
Yeah, I wouldn't say racist.
Yeah, that was a strong.
But there's
word for it.
definitely a system that's been created long ago to keep us out.
Yeah, the system's a problem. There's only there's Brian Flores got fired, so now there's back to one black head coach, just Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
The most secure job ever. But yeah, so he's for people that aren't familiar, Brian Flores is saying that a couple of teams interviewed him when they had already selected candidates,
They already knew.
just so that they could say that they interviewed a minority for the spot, which he doesn't think is very fair because they hired the dude before they interviewed him.
Already had a job.
Yeah.
Right. They already had it.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucked up if it's true. He's right.
Yeah. Cap's been telling.
Oh,
us.
and he said the Dolphins owner offered to pay him to throw games.
And that needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always been a thing in the NBA.
Yeah,
It's been a thing in every sport.
That's the other big thing, and it just kind of makes sense.
It's been a thing in
there's
every
not
sport.
really a reason not to do it.
You know,
Like, if your season's fucked anyway.
tanked.
Yeah, and you can try to get Trevor Lawrence or whoever.
I mean, there's no
There's no reason not
rule against it.
to. Yeah, well, there's a rule against the bribery part.
The bribery part, definitely. Yeah. Well, this goes.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
like
does
if
this
you-
give Antonio Brown credibility?
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, he basically had the same gripe.
Yeah, I mean,
down there.
I think there's a lot of evidence that every NFL organization is shady as hell at
Shady
this
as
point.
fuck, man. Definitely a systems created within the system.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Did I say that right? Yeah, systems created within the system.
Yeah.
And fuck. What's the percentage of the NFL players being black? 70, 75?
Probably more than that. Honestly.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy as shit. But yeah, we'll see what comes about it. I mean, the John Gruden thing, like we said, they wasn't even investigating him. It
Yeah,
was
they
like,
need
oh
to-
shit, you know what I mean?
They need to look into that a little harder. I think, too.
Who are they now? The Commanders, and that's whack.
Which
as
is
fuck.
funny. Which is funny because everybody's gonna call them the commies, man. The Washington commies.
Yeah, I mean, come on with it, man. I mean,
I'll buy a Washington commies T-shirt. I swear.
And what's the logo gonna be? What is that?
It's just like a C, I think.
Is it?
I think it's just like a C.
Okay.
Or I think I saw their actual logo, and it kind of looks like a soccer team logo. It's like a circle with like a seal, you know.
Oh, the Commanders.
Yeah, but then they have just like a C logo too.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into that one. Yeah, but what about them?
Washington,
You know,
the
what were their
Washington commies. I thought
Washington
Red
Commies.
Wolves would have been cool.
commies?
Yeah, the Washington commies. I can't believe they did. I can't believe that's the one that won. And then even like I think Commandos would have been better than Commanders.
That would have been dope. That would have been dope.
I mean, you still have the commie problem.
That'd have been dope. Yeah, dude, you still got that. Yeah, that was I don't know.
Defenders, I think was cool. Admirals, I thought was all right.
Yeah, those were a couple of them. Being DC, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
would have been right. It would have been
Yeah.
right.
I think it makes sense.
Pay homage to the soldiers. Yeah, man. There's a lot of shit in the NFL, man. That's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you can fix it like they think they can fix it. Just like the NBA 2 years ago, the Black Lives Matter thing, they let the players, customize their jerseys, and not a word about it now.
Yeah.
To me, that's fake love.
Well, yeah, they're like, there, now shut up.
Yeah,
Like, we
shut up
threw
now.
you a bone, so shut up about
so
it.
Shut up now. NFL, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Mhm.
Same thing. I mean, we didn't get and I've known this. I'm not from the Google era, but I remember in 1989, Art Shell was the first black coach ever in the NFL. That wasn't that long ago. That was just 1989.
Yeah.
And Art Shell was a beast for the Raiders. He was a player, you know what I mean? Not many offensive linemen get glorified, but he did because that's how good he was. He wasn't the first black head coach until 1989.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago, man.
First starting black quarterback, Doug Williams, I think 1987, where they let him play quarter, and this wasn't that long ago, man. So systems created within systems, just by racist people, man. Yeah. And it's all coming to light.
Well, and all the game throwing stuff, it's like they're like, oh, prove it, but like they know better than to put anything like that in writing. All that's verbal. There's no way to ever prove it ever, but everybody knows it happens. And it's like if I'm a head coach and he's like, oh, hey, I'll pay you $100,000 for every game you lose. I mean, losing games has got to be easier than winning them.
You know what I mean? That adds up. That's a chunk of change there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Shit. That's a trip and a Tesla.
Yeah, and then they find out you're doing it and you get fired, but you probably get to keep the money. So,
you know what I mean? The deflate gate. I mean, there's so much shit behind closed doors in the NFL, bro. If we really were able to walk in that room.
Well, I mean, it's just like anything else. It's all about the money, man. Whoever has the most money just comes out on top. No matter
And I
what.
think that's another thing. I talked the other day with a guy, even the NBA. You know, I'm more basketball than football, but I learned through this pandemic that sports ain't detrimental to my survival. You know, and I can't remember who the player was, but multimillionaire, been in the NBA for some years, so I know you're pretty good financially. And you know, and the season was this is before they asked LeBron if they wanted to play or not, so the season was in jeopardy. This guy said he was worried about being able to feed his family.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, what?
What'd you do with your money, man?
What the
Where's
fuck
your
you
money
do
go?
with your money, man? I know you've been in the league for some years now, not a star guy, but you know, a decent guy. You made some fucking money, bro. There's people actually out here really losing their houses.
Well, I mean, there's people that work for $16 an hour that buy groceries. Like everybody buys.
You know what I
groceries.
mean? So in that, I was like, what the fuck is this dude talking
Yeah,
about,
it's
man?
wrong,
so it really
wrong thing to be complaining
that
about.
poked
man.
me. That poked me a little
nobody's
bit,
not
and
like
it's not something I ever really paid attention to. You know what I mean? They shut my barbershop down for 3 months. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, shit. You know, so to hear that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to feed my family. Motherfucker, you just signed for $20 million. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Yeah, so it really rubbed me wrong.
You got a credit card without a limit, man.
You dig? I mean, what the fuck, man? They gonna get you out of
take
town.
Take out a loan. The bank knows you're good for it.
Yeah, man. It just that really rubbed me wrong to hear that dude say
Yeah.
that, and people was really out here losing, man. And it just, I was like, fuck these motherfuckers, man. Fuck all these athletes. Fuck all these actors and actresses and all these millionaire entertainers. Fuck all you motherfuckers, man. Y'all ain't worried about shit. Y'all holed up in your mansions and shit. You still got a chef running around this bitch, and there's people out here really losing and dying and shit. And it really rubbed me wrong, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
weird. And I mean, I guess anybody should be allowed to complain, but like they got problems too, I'm sure.
I guess, yeah.
But
rich problems.
But yeah, I mean, maybe just don't complain on TV.
Shut the fuck up.
Complain to your other rich friends about it.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So, I found out about this guy. I talked to you about this a little bit already. I found out about this guy that my family used to know somehow. I'm not really clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
He was a black dude, and he wanted everybody to call him the N-word.
Yeah.
Everybody, no matter what race, age, whatever. He's having 5-year-old white kids call him N-word Jim is what he wanted. He insisted everybody called him that. And yeah, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Unfortunately,
you ever met anybody like that?
Unfortunately, not like, to that degree.
Does he just like, is it just like to make? Does he want to make white people say it?
See,
Yeah,
that's
you know,
there's. I'm at a fork in the road right now. There's two different kind of dudes, and I don't know if you know who Delroy Lindo is. He's an actor, great, iconic black actor. And I can't remember. He was being interviewed on a TV show, and the white guy, the anchor,
oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, kept like beating around the bush about the N-word. You know what I mean? So Delroy Lindo was like, "Say it. You want to say it? Say it." You know. So there's that guy. Like, then there's that white guy who may not really be racist, but may hear us say it or listens to the hip hop music, and he wants to say it so bad because it empowers him. He thinks it empowers him to be able to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the black guy, your particular guy, I don't know if you've ever heard this term, but there's a slave mentality. There's black people that still suffer from a slave mentality. And what that means is we were taught to hate ourselves back then.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this particular guy you're talking about may have hated himself. May have.
Yeah, maybe that's deep. That's deeper than I thought it was.
That's
gonna be damn.
Or he was really just trying to make the white people uncomfortable around
that's
him to see if you would actually say it.
Yeah, that's what my parents' theory is.
Yeah. It might have busted him in the mouth. Like, oh yeah, I knew it.
I guess he made you say it.
Yeah. So there's that's deep there. What about what year around the time was it?
I have no idea. Probably the 80s.
80s.
Probably the late.
That
80s.
that would even be. That would I was a kid in the 80s. That would probably I'm like what? That would have fucked with me right back then. Probably to hear a dude say that. But I do know black guys, that still suffer from the slave mentality. And that guy is the black man standing on the porch and may see me and a couple of my fellas walking down the street as teenagers or something and harass us.
Like Samuel L. Jackson in Django.
Exactly.
Unchained.
Exactly.
I
That okay, man. Why didn't I think of that? That is the perfect example of slave mentality. That's why Quentin Tarantino is a genius. That's where he showed that.
That's a really good movie.
It rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but my spectrum, those were the times. You were gonna hear that word. It was just the times. But that is the prime example of a slave mentality. And that guy in that movie and that character, had he been a real guy, Jim would have been his son.
Okay.
I'll just say it like that.
Yeah.
That was Jim's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's real simple for everybody.
Yeah, that's the slave mind mentality right there, where we just coming from the park or something, chilling, ain't got no bad intentions or anything, but he wants to harass us, and he looks just like us, and probably knows our parents, and probably, but
that happened a lot when you were growing up.
Not a whole lot, but like I said, we experienced it. Yeah. In the 80s. Yeah. There are unfortunately, man, there are other black people, man, that hate their own. Just like I told this story the other day. We were talking about race here in the shop, and I had to tell a guy, you're not 100% anything. If you were born in America during and after slavery, you're not 100% black. You're not 100% white. You're not 100% brown. You're not 100% red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some mingling at
There was a
some
whole
point.
lot of mingling in there, bro. I mean, there was even the slave master's wife. She ran away with, and went and made a family. That happened. The slave master himself, man, fall in love with that little black slave girl and took her and ran. That happened a lot. It's not talked about.
I was listening to a podcast it was like a crime podcast, so it eventually was about murder and stuff. But at first it was about, they were trying to figure out this family's lineage, and like this white lady had a baby with a black dude, and they thought the baby looked white enough, so they put it up for adoption so that it could live with a white family and just be raised as a white kid.
Right.
And this person's whole life they thought they were white, and it turns out they were half black the entire time. So I'm sure stuff like that happened all the time too. They're like, oh, this baby looks white enough, and it's just gonna be
all the time.
They're just gonna have an easier life with an all white family. It's crazy, man. But even that wasn't that long ago.
Right. And then to go back to my story about
it's
about the intra-squad hatred is what I'll call it. I think I told this story before, but I got put in the kitchen on pots and pans, man, and I probably got put next. And he was called the lead man, which would have been like he's been there longer. Basically, that's what it means. Biggest white dude I've ever seen in my life, and still the biggest white boy I've ever seen in my life. This dude was so big, man. His head looked small.
Okay.
That's how swole a motherfucker will get in the penitentiary, man. It looked like what's wrong with your head? Big motherfucker, right? Blonde hair, blue eyes, and when I say blonde, bro, I mean fucking blonde. Like eyes so blue, like looked like he was blind. And dude, was kind of wasn't feeling me.
Right.
So he told me, man, I don't like, but you seem all right. So, and that's the reason they put me back there, because, I'm good at multitasking. So long story short, I get into it with a group called the Peckerwoods. And they are a, do I call them white supremacists? I call them a white hate group. They all had the Woody Woodpecker tattooed on their neck, you know what I mean? But they supposedly hated blacks and Latinos, whatever, right? So I'm in the kitchen now, and we working and shit. So we get cool enough to where we can talk and bullshit with each other, right? Because we in here 8 hours a day, me and him. Dude probably could have slit my throat anytime, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, your homies, man, it's about to go down, man. I'm talking shit. Like, I'm about to fuck these motherfuckers up, man. I got my homies and shit. We about to make. He's like, who? Who you talking about? So we go to the window. I'm like, them motherfuckers over there, man. Your homies, you know what I'm saying? to the point where I didn't give a fuck if he swung. That's how deep the situation was. I ain't gonna talk about it, but he was like, them motherfuckers right there? I was like, yeah. He's like, them ain't my fucking homeboys. He said they probably got just as much blood in them as you do. And I was like,
Damn.
Hold the fuck up, man. They racist, you racist? He's like, nah, them ain't my motherfucking people. He said they got black blood in them. They got, that's why their hair they're dark haired and brown eyed. He said they don't look like me.
Damn. So even I wouldn't be white.
He wouldn't accept you.
Damn.
Yeah, man. And I was like, huh?
Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
I'm white as
hell.
hell.
Yeah. Really.
Look at me.
But you ain't.
I'm white.
But you ain't. You know what I mean? So I was like, that really made me go get a book, and I read about Hitler. I read about that shit.
Yeah, Hitler wasn't even white
He
enough.
wasn't even. And he telling me this shit. He didn't have.
That's the crazy thing to me. He's like blonde hair, blue eyes, like, and you're not.
You're not. You had brown eyes, fucking brown hair,
Yeah,
bro. So yeah, man, that
weird.
dude.
That would have been my first problem with him.
Yeah.
that would have been questionable.
Yeah, didn't nobody question that, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure they did, but they probably bad
So,
stuff happened to them.
Yeah. Questioning politics, you up out of here in that day.
Yeah.
That was really a lesson for me, man.
Speaking of World War II, did you know that's like Converse has been making shoes for that long? They used to make shoes for the soldiers in World War II. They were running around with like army style Converses. They look kind of cool. I googled them the other day.
Yeah,
They look kind of sweet.
They're
like olive. They look like Converses, but they're olive green, and the soles are like super thick. They got, like, boot
around
soles on
the toe. I think they bought them back. Not too. It's been a while, but they bought them back for a while, but they didn't hit. Like my era, we we like Chucks. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Converse has been around that long, and I didn't know that they got wrapped up in
There was always a
World War
debate
II, man.
on if Chuck Taylor was even a real guy. I question it.
I don't know.
I question it myself.
I'm sure he is.
There's never been any, like, where's the stats? Where's the pictures? That's what,
I don't know.
That's like Wilt Chamberlain.
Maybe it was two guys. Maybe it was one guy named Chuck and another guy named Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, and why is the star on the inside of the shoe? That always bothered me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never
It's on the inside.
I've never owned a pair.
It's not on the outside. It's on the inside.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That always bothered me. You can't see that they real.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Chucks,
yeah,
man.
I've never had any Converses. I am excited about all the J's I have now. And I was talking to my wife about this the other day too. I was like, man,
You in the
I'm
game now.
I'm asking Timon what he thinks about this. When I'm walking around, because on my lunch breaks I walk around downtown, When I'm walking around, I get really excited if I see a black dude, specifically a black dude, right? And then when I get closer, if I see he has some cool shoes on, then I get double excited because I know he's about to say something to me about my shoes. And I know that we're going to have an exchange, like where I'm going to be like, oh, hey, thanks, dog. I like your shoes too, man. So I'm at a point now where when I see a black dude walking on the street, I'm like, yes. I'm like, wait, look at it. And I'm like, is it racist that I want black dudes with sneakers on to look at my sneakers?
Nah, not at all.
That
Not
I
at
get
all.
specifically excited? Is that like reverse racist?
Not at all.
That I get specifically excited about seeing black dudes on the street?
Not
that
at
I feel
all.
like I'm about to get a compliment about my shoes? And I
Not
like
at
giving
all.
them out too. I like telling a dude that I like his shoes too.
Not at all. That's just knowledge in the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just like I've just never seen another white dude with any kind of sneaks on.
Yeah,
around
that's just the
here.
knowledge in the culture. It's. I mean, there's 5 elements to hip hop, and throughout the years, I mean, we can add to it. I mean, you got, and I'm gonna try to go in order. You got the DJ came first. Excuse me. then the MC wasn't called a rapper yet. Then the MC came, and he was to talk about the DJ. But then the MC became the MC, and then we got b-boying, break dancing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got graffiti art and knowledge of self, and you could also throw fashion in there. So I like to say 6. I mean, because fashion was a big part of it. And that's b-boy style. That's when you hear when you hear b-boy style, he might not be a DJ, he might not be a MC, and he might not be a graffiti artist, but he's fresh. He looks the part. He got the shell toes on. He got the creased Levi's. He got the Adidas jacket on and a Kango with some gazelles on. You know what I mean? I belong in here. You know what I mean? So it's just knowledge in the culture, man. Sneakers have always from basketball, not so much football. Now today they're able to express themselves, but yeah, especially the NBA being as black as it was, and hip hop merging with the NBA and. Yeah. It's just knowledge in the culture, man. I wouldn't say it was racist at all.
Like reverse racist, and I'm happy to see a black guy.
Because he's gonna know.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I feel like
them stitches in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Those ones that change color, I'll give him a little.
Yeah. He's looking at your stitches and them shits. Yeah, he knows. He just knows.
Yeah. Now that I've been paying attention, I've only seen like one other person wearing a pair of Jordan 1s around here.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, there's not.
That's a good thing.
I don't know if they just aren't popular here because everybody's wearing Adidas. Now that I'm paying attention to people's shoes more, everybody's wearing Adidas. Puma, a lot of people wearing Puma now too.
Yeah.
A lot
and
of
Adidas and Puma, they were brothers.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's because Nebraska is
I think
sponsored by Adidas.
I think it's because
like
Nebraska.
Are people loyal to that?
Yeah, I think
around
it's
here.
Nebraska. I remember when Nebraska, I think it was 97, 98 when they got that Adidas contract.
Yeah, well, there's tons of Yeezys around here. Like if you walk around on campus, there's tons of Yeezys.
There are, and that's that, that hipster culture. Because I don't like them. I'm an Adidas man. I wouldn't rock those.
I kind of do. They're too expensive for me.
Too expensive, and they're just ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think they're ugly. I've seen some that I like.
Can't wear them. I gotta be able to wear them with anything.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like them J, like I said, you get a nice tuxedo, they would look good.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
He said he wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do that.
He did say that. You did say that. You did. But you could. I'm just letting you know, dog.
I wouldn't do that. My wife's listening. She's like, he wouldn't be able to do that.
I'm
not even gonna try.
Get you a nice.
Don't worry about it, babe. Not even gonna try.
Gray shark skin suit.
I can't pull it off. Nope.
You be all right. Taper the bottom of them so them J's can stick out, dog.
There's no way.
I'll take you shopping, man. We're gonna have to leave Veronica home, man.
How
you looking good in the suit and the J's,
There's no way
dog.
I look good in the suit and J's, man.
No tie.
Some people do look good in suits and J's.
No tie.
But I'm not Mark Cuban. I'm just not. So
yeah.
I don't think I can do it. I am getting good at the pin roll, to taper the end of my pants. I'm getting real good at that.
That's
those
1980.
Those are getting real tight. And I like doing that because it kind of reminds me of when we had to roll our sleeves up in the Marine Corps. You do it the same way, kind of.
Oh, you do that shit in your sleep.
It kind of reminds me of it.
Yeah, I see that's coming back. I see that's coming back. It's
kind of like therapeutic.
And the funny thing about it is, I didn't do it back then. I thought it was corny back then.
Dude, I like it. I like how it looks. I do it when I'm going to work. So I wear like a polo and some khakis, and then I pin roll my khakis so you can see my shoes.
But my jeans now are pretty tapered at the bottom. I'm tall and skinny, man. Not skinny jeans.
That's easy. That's the easiest way to do it.
Tapered. Yeah,
I don't do it with jeans. I just let my jeans hang over the top, and
everybody
just has to imagine what.
Before we forget, man.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Janet Jackson's
Yeah,
titties?
it's on my list, man. Let's hit it.
Can we talk about Janet Jackson's titties? I watched a lot of TV over the break, man. And watched Janet Jackson special. Miss Jackson, if you nasty, Janet Jackson was fly as fuck, man, back in the day, man. Like, I remember Michael Jackson, but I grew up watching Janet from Good Times to Facts of Life. She Fame. You probably don't know none of these shows, but
I mean, I've heard of Facts of Life.
Okay, she was on
and
that
Good
shit.
Times.
Yeah, Good Times. Penny, man, fine as hell even back then, man.
Never seen him.
The halftime show.
Yeah.
Can we play that song
Justin
first?
Timberlake.
Can we play the song? Justin Timberlake and
Yeah, nobody else can be able to hear it, but
Janet Jackson.
We can share.
I'm just saying. I mean, they know the song. What's the name of it?
I don't even know. But you're gonna be naked at the end of it.
I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song. Teddy. Man, she actually cried on the special, man, and said the shit was on accident.
Mm-hmm.
But the end of the song said, I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song.
Rock Your Body.
Rock Your Body.
Rock Your Body by
Rock
Justin
Your Body.
Timberlake.
Seems like a proper song to pull some titties out too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check it. Have you naked by the end of this song. That wasn't no motherfucking accident.
Yeah,
man.
it was kind of weird because like perfectly, perfectly her titty just popped out.
And why would that be
there
like
was
that?
There was no rip. It was just like a perfect
titty
cutout.
Perfect titty.
Where her tit could pop out.
That shit wasn't no accident.
Yeah, and why'd he grab her tit anyway?
Why? Homeboy was down with that. They knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
like,
actually cried and said that almost ruined her, and it was an accident.
That's the only reason I knew who she was.
Because of the titties.
Well, because of the halftime show fiasco.
Fiasco, is that? Yeah, that's what they call it, huh?
I don't remember what her titties look like, but I remember it being a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. She said it was an accident.
Yeah, and it's like if it's there's no reason for Justin Timberlake to grab her tit in the first place. Man.
In the first place,
what the fuck?
And it look
so like right there,
very well rehearsed too.
Yeah, right there. It's on purpose.
Then the light. You remember the light went out.
Yeah,
bang.
even like posed.
And then the light.
Yeah.
Man, that shit wasn't no accident, man.
No way. I agree with you there.
Okay,
I can get behind that one.
I just had to get that out there, man. I need some feedback on that one. Who all thinks that shit was an accident?
No, I mean, it wasn't that. They didn't do that good of a job tricking you.
Not at all.
It didn't look like a malfunction at all.
Not at all.
It looked like a well-rehearsed part of the show.
Yeah. And that was about that time where I think Justin Timberlake was still hot.
Did she have her nipple covered or no?
No. It was straight naked titty,
out,
man.
Yeah.
Nipples and everything.
Yeah, if her nipple was covered, then I would say that's another reason that it was premeditated.
If I remember correctly, probably about an A, maybe a B.
Risky.
Yeah. Yeah, she had some little boobs.
Was that like a childhood dream fulfilled for you?
Mm-hmm.
To see Janet Jackson?
Yeah, man. I was like, goddamn. I'm not complaining. You know, I'm just saying, motherfucker, that wasn't no goddamn accident, man. Y'all meant to do that shit, man.
Yeah,
it was
that
cool.
probably made a lot of people really happy, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
How many people do you think was Janet Jackson was their childhood crush? Millions of people.
Yeah, millions. Especially
millions of dudes saw their child crush's tit all at the same time.
Yeah, especially when she came out with the song "Control."
What a time to be alive! I don't even know.
Oh man, I'm
gonna put that one on.
Control. She was busting out. She was letting you know she was a freak. We was just too young.
1986.
Control. I remember the videos and everything, man. Yeah, I've been waiting all my life to see Janet Jackson's titty, man. I ain't complaining.
One day when you least expect it.
One day when I watching football and titties, man, I was like, oh shit.
Damn, you're like, Dad, are you recording this?
What was it back then?
Pause it. Take a picture of the TV.
Vivo? It might have been Vivo or some shit back then. Yeah, I waited all my life to see that little titty, man. Got my Janus juice.
Janus juice.
Got my Janus
juice. Looks really good, man.
Got the chai seeds. I think I'm saying that right. Is it chai seed? Chai seed? Chai seed?
I think chai.
Yeah, man.
Chia seeds? Or is that what you grow chia pets with?
You know what those are?
Chia seeds?
Chia pets?
What are they?
A chia pet?
Yeah.
You remember? Did you ever have one?
Oh! I thought you were like one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I know what they are.
Oh, I didn't know if chia pets were still around. I'm like, God damn!
I thought you were about to tell me there's something fucked up. Like that's actually mold or something.
No, chai seeds, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And
it looks really good.
She just throws them in there, and I drink the shit, man.
Hey, every time you're drinking something out of a mason jar, I'm like, damn, like that looks good.
Yeah,
I got regular water, delicious, life-giving water.
Hey, stay hydrated, man.
Yeah, it's regular water. That is super important. Drink some water.
Stay hydrated.
Wife, drink some water too. She's been slacking. I'm gonna call her out publicly. She's been slacking on her hydration.
Gotta keep that water in you,
Gotta
man.
drink some water. So drink some water.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, Control. Here it is.
Oh yeah.
We listened to like the whole new Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa album before we started the show. It's great, man. It's good. It's bangers only. Every single song, bang.
Took a while for Wiz to grow on me. The first album I rocked it, then he kind of just floated away on me. But he's grown up lyrically. Don't know the guy personally, but lyrically, yeah, he's grown.
Juicy J too. That's the best Juicy J sounded in a long time, I think.
Yeah, man, that's real 90s. That shit was putting me in a mood,
90s,
man.
Yeah.
You had to turn that shit off, man. That shit he went back to the 90s on that, and that's that Juicy J classic sound, man. Like I said, what shit, 96, 97, mid 90s to today. That's a long run. That's a long run to be able to stay relevant. Got Grammys and shit. Hard out here for a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice run, man.
Yeah.
For him to come out with some and it be hard.
Yeah, it was really
You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah, it's some 90s shit for sure. I fuck with it though. My wife showed it to me.
really.
Yep.
She
My
like
wife
that
showed it
hard
to me.
shit,
I'm
huh?
like, hell yeah. I'm like, Damon's gonna love this.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
hard
it's-
to me. I'm gonna
yeah,
slap
it's
that.
nice.
at
Even the
crib.
album cover looks like it's from 1996. Yeah, it's real good.
She was telling us, man. She was telling us.
Yeah.
Poetic Justice with Pac.
We talked about Yeezys for a second. I want to revisit Kanye West, and I want to rescind my public endorsement of him as a person.
I was wondering where you going
Yeah,
with it.
like,
Where you going with it?
I think he's going too far with the Kim divorce thing. Like, I mean, buying a house across the street is where I started.
Yeah, that
I mean, we
like-
talked about this already, but that's where I started being like, and now he's like constantly publicly harassing her, constantly posting like screenshot text messages of conversations with her family and like making.
I left it alone. Damn, he doing all that shit?
Yeah, I mean, like making accusations about like she don't let me see my kids. She won't even let me know where my kid's birthday party is. And it's like, well, why do you think, man? You're being a crazy person, Kanye.
You crazy than a motherfucker, man.
You're being a crazy person.
Go ahead and take what you need to take. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why they got shit out there for
Or
you.
Yay,
motherfuckers.
I guess we're not supposed to.
Whatever,
We're
yeah,
not supposed
who-
to call him Kanye anymore.
My bad.
Yay, it's too much, man.
I've been out the door on him, man.
It's too much.
I've been out the door on Kanye, man.
Your music's good. I love it. Most of it. I thought the Pete Davidson diss thing. I thought that was funny. That was like quirky to me. I was like, oh, that's quirky. That's just.
It was just a fill. Was it a fill in?
That's some shenanigans, you know.
Yeah, it might have just been a fill in. He ain't had
That's-
nothing else to say or something.
That's some.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, dog. I
Harmless
didn't know who the fuck
shenanigans.
Pete Davidson was until this shit.
Yeah,
I ain't watched Saturday Night Live since the 80s, 90s.
he's pretty funny.
So I can't even talk about homie. But I've seen pictures of him, and there's one thing my grandma used to say, baby, you can't tell who to love. And I'm just, I'm confident enough in myself where I can say, yo, that's a nice looking guy over there. And, he's just not a nice looking guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but neither is Kanye. So maybe she got a type. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but Kanye, it's too far, man.
Yeah, you
Reel it in, and then my public support is back. But right now,
It's one thing we used to say in the penitentiary when you get a crybaby motherfucker in there and just, and I'm sure they still say it in there to this day, and they probably said it many, many years before I ever heard it. Lay down and lick your nuts. That means shut the fuck up, go do what you gotta do your time,
Sure.
lay the fuck low, and you may walk up out of here one day. Kanye, man, you gotta go lay down and lick your nuts, man. It's time
Yeah,
to disappear again.
it's not
Go
helping.
back to, where was he at, in Wyoming?
yeah, I think so.
Go
It's
on,
some,
Wyoming,
some
man.
ranch out there.
Chill on out, man. And I'm afraid we gonna. I'm afraid we're gonna. Dude about to be locked up here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Dude about
Yeah,
to be locked
and it's
up.
like
in a
he's
minute.
he's dating like a supermodel now, and it's like, why is she okay with
How?
him?
Yeah, how she? Because you know what I mean. Let's like, what's she about? Is it? This is what it has to be an open relationship.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what if it was me? If I was dating Kanye West, and he was constantly tweeting about how bad he wants his wife back, like while we're in Paris together or whatever,
Motherfucker, what am I?
I'd be like, maybe we could stop doing.
Maybe it's
that.
an open relationship.
Maybe we could stop doing that.
That's what famous motherfuckers. do.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's even like having her dress like Kim used to
That's
dress.
some scary
which
shit
is weird,
right there, man.
But I don't hold that against him too much because he was dressing Kim too.
You're right.
He was making Kim wear what he wanted her to wear.
You're right.
So he's just doing the same thing. It's
You're
not
right.
like
You're right.
it's not like she's dressing like Kim wants to dress. She's dressing like Kanye was dressing. So Kanye is just dressing both of them,
Right.
which is its own thing.
Well, one lyric I remember is what he say? Do you know how many bitches I took to the titty shop? With a throw a ass in there, that's a 50 pop.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we see that, if she next time we see her and she got a new booty,
Yeah, true.
I'm really out the door on homie. So I guess that's all we got left. If she come out with a new booty and some new titties,
that would be really, really
it's gonna
weird.
be real
And, I mean,
scary.
picking what your significant other dresses every day, I think it's kind of making them dress how you want them to, I think is kind of weird anyway. So that's its own issue. It's definitely on the Kanye's weird list. I just don't think it's that weird.
Is it a relation? I mean,
it's not like she's dressing like Kim. He's just dressing them both. He's just dressing them both the same.
Yeah, that's some scary shit right there. That's real.
Which
scary
is
right
it is
there.
weird. It is. It's definitely fucking weird.
It's weird as fuck. There was this movie back in the day. It's called Single White Female. Man,
Never seen it.
she moved it. She had an advertisement for a roommate. So this chick moves in with her, right? And you know, throughout time that they're living together, she starts dyeing her hair same color as her.
Oh,
she cuts it her style. She starts wearing the same clothes, has sex with her boyfriend, and she starts looking like her so much to the point where the boyfriend didn't know it was her. So he was like, yo, you tricked me. And she stabs him in the eyeball with the fucking high heel, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man, single white female, man.
Damn.
That's what that's what that reminds me of. Like, damn, he's making bitches out here, literally.
Yeah.
But I guess we in that
Famous
day now.
ones. It's not like he's getting girls off the street. It's like Kim Kardashian and supermodels.
Amber Rose before that, who I thought was pretty fly.
Must be a persuasive guy, Kanye West. I don't know. Yay.
Yeah.
Is it just Yay? Yay West?
Yay,
Or is it
West.
just Yay?
Yeah, bruh's
Kylie Jenner had her kid. Did you see what they named him?
no.
His name's Wolf. What do you think about
my
that?
God.
Stormy, I kind of like.
Wolf. Well, I got a homeboy we call
Stormy's
Wolf.
okay. Well, is that his name or is that just
No,
what
his real name's Melvin.
Yeah, his name's Wolf Webster.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Webster kind of adds another.
Wolf.
layer to it, too.
Is it a
Yeah, it's a boy.
and this is what I think Kanye did with his kids. Are you branding your kids?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what it.
Yeah, there's some weird
That's
ones out
their
there. I mean,
mentality
maybe they
now.
just think their kids' names have like Apple. Gwyneth Paltrow has a kid named Apple.
I thought that was kind of dope.
Really? I didn't like that one. That was my first example of one that I hated.
Well, it fits
Her
her personality,
Blanket.
who she is.
Isn't that one of Michael Jackson's kids' names?
Yeah,
Blanket.
you tripping with that one, homie.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Wolf. Yeah, maybe they're branding their kids already, which I think that's that's sick within itself. Like, damn,
Yeah.
you got 6 like DJ Khaled.
Well, yeah, that too. Kanye West he's like, that's the thing he's shaming Kim. He's like, he's letting my kids on social media, and I don't want my kids on social media, but it's, I don't know.
Okay, I get that, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I don't have kids. I've never co-parented.
I mean, internet's dangerous. We all know, but I mean,
especially did you see when, I think it was North went live or something, and everyone was in the comments like, oh, North honey, go get mommy's credit card.
Right? Oh, well,
so
okay,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Go show me, put it up there. Yeah, I guess it's
Yes.
more of that than anything.
Yes, stuff like
Run
that.
around the
probably.
house, let me see what y'all got in there.
Yeah.
Because remember, she did get jacked in what?
Go
Paris because she was going live.
Yeah, go outside and show us your address.
Yeah. At an
Yeah.
exclusive hotel.
I mean, if you have a kid running around your house going live,
it's another hit.
shit like that.
We
could
on our way,
Shit like that
actually.
could definitely happen.
Yeah, I guess it's that more than anything. Damn, yeah. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Oh, big deal around here that we haven't talked about somehow. The Board of Regents says that you can sell alcohol at Husker games now. What do you think about that?
Few things, man.
That's a hot button issue around here, actually.
Few things. I mean, for one, on game day Saturday here in Lincoln, Nebraska, depending on what time the game is, we'll say a 2:30 game. No, we'll say a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, most of them are one.
So
1,
tailgating
2:30.
around here starts about 6ish, 7ish.
Tailgating starts the night before. When I worked at the I worked at the Federal Building over next to the parking lot everybody uses to park their IVs, and they
You
would
are right.
sometime if it was a big game, they'd show up a couple days
You
in
are right.
advance
You
and
are right.
just camp out in that parking lot.
All right.
Just,
So
just getting drunker than
with
skunks.
that being said, I'm gonna back you up on that. You know how many puke piles you gotta fucking walk around in between that time and the game ain't even started yet?
Everybody in the stadium is drunk already.
Already.
You
And
might
we
as well-
talked about it. You know, my dad used to sneak blackberry brandy in there to keep us warm in
Might as
cold
well
games.
let them keep their buzz on, man. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bunch of hangover people feeling like shit. Just let them keep their buzz on. Let the party keep rocking.
Hey man, I mean,
Everybody brings booze anyway.
I ain't mad at the hustle. I get it. And then
I bring
thirdly,
I bring shooters in there all the time. I just put them in my drink, and then I get drunker
anyway,
at
so
the game. So what's the difference? You might as well make some money, Tom Osborne.
well, that's that segue into that. How
pissed.
much does he mean around here anymore?
Nothing really. I mean, not nothing, but he has a huge legacy. But I mean, the way he thinks about things is old, and everybody knows that.
Because
Like they basically like wheel him out now to be like, this is morally bad.
yeah, here,
We-
say this.
Weed is bad.
Yeah.
Alcohol at games is bad. He said when you introduce alcohol to the games, the fans are different. What do you mean, dude? All the other teams that we go play, they have alcohol.
Yeah, USC,
And guess
Ohio State,
and I hate to break it to everybody, but the Husker fans at those games, they're drinking booze at the game.
they getting it. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I ain't knocking. I mean,
They play 4 games where everybody's drunk out of the year, anyways. Might as well let the university make some more money.
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah, that's where I was really like, I'm not with it, not against it.
shit's gonna be like $14 for a beer in there. People are still gonna be sneaking there.
Yeah, so how? Yeah, so
You know what,
how much you really gonna sell anyway?
Security will probably get better because they're gonna make sure people aren't sneaking their own booze in anymore.
Yeah,
Because right now it's just like open your jacket and flash it, and that's it.
well,
Once they start selling booze, they're gonna be patting you down and finding all your little shooters. That way, you gotta buy booze in this.
can you get a beer at the movie theater? They did
Yeah.
that, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, shit, that's a block from campus.
yeah.
I said that's when I said, oh, it's gonna be so long, before they creep across the street. That's literally a campus cutoff, P Street right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a block away. So who says a 18, 19, 20-year-old freshman can't come to a movie and get a beer in there? So yeah, I ain't for it. I'm not against it.
Yeah,
Shit, there's
it's whatever, man.
If you know Husker fans and tailgating, dog, they already fucked up. So
everybody's drunk, and you're not allowed to have booze on campus either. But everybody that's tailgating.
So we
has
gonna see liquor
coolers-
stores pop up on that
have
motherfucker?
coolers full of. Well, no, because you're allowed to sell it at athletic events. That's the only thing they did. You're still not allowed to have it on campus.
So that's just gonna be Husker money then.
Right. But you're not allowed to have it on campus anyway. But everybody that's tailgating, you look in their cooler and they got bottles of Grey Goose.
And that's what
Shit.
we all
It's
like.
what
Damn,
the
I
fuck
mean,
is the
shit,
point, man? And it's not enforced at all. The cops walk
At
by.
all.
They don't care.
at all.
And I mean, it's not a bad thing that the cops don't care. Nobody, because it's not a big deal. Like nobody fucking cares, man.
Yeah, Husker
Shit,
Saturday,
what's
dog.
the-
That's a whole. What do they say? Lincoln turns into a whole different city,
Yeah, it does.
literally.
It does. We're on a whole Janet Jackson playlist now. I forgot
man.
to put it back on some other shit.
This shit taking me back, man.
I saw this. I was scrolling Instagram. We only got a few minutes left, but I want your thoughts on this too. I saw this place that they do sneaker rentals.
What?
So if you want the fire sneakers, but you can't afford it, you can pay them. I think this is kind of predatory, right? You can pay them $50 a week or whatever, and you can borrow the shoes and then give them back. That way, so you can flex and say, check out these shoes, and then send them back. Yeah, it seems weird to me, man. It just seems it's kind of like another thing that's designed to prey on poor people. You know, like, oh, you can't afford the $200 to buy the Jordans, but you can empty your bank account to rent them for 2 weeks.
And how you supposed to walk around in them?
Yeah, I don't know.
You tip on just like shit.
Yeah, if you crease them, or you
6 feet, motherfucker. Fuck COVID. I got these J's on. Yeah, that's some
you
bullshit
crease 'em
right
or you
there.
fuck. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. And then like, there's places that'll rent rims and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom has a neighbor. My mom said she came out and she said, I ain't seen no shit like that since 1976. They'll come take your shit and leave
Yeah.
it on the concrete. I was
Yeah.
like, Mom,
Yeah,
they didn't put it on blocks, brick. She said, no, this motherfucker's sitting on the ground. So I'm like, it's not
Yeah,
that I
they
didn't
come-
believe her.
they
I was
come
like,
get 'em,
Mom,
man.
so like he bought some rims from a dude and he came and got them. She said, no, there's a place. So I was like, what? They're renting fucking rims.
A place that rents rims, and that same place, I'm not gonna say what it is, but I needed tires one time.
Okay.
And Sam's and Walmart and all the other places, they didn't have the size of tire that I needed, but this particular place did. So I'm like, oh, hey, I need tires. How much is it gonna be? They're like, oh, we'll put you on a payment plan. It's $100 a month for like 6 months or something. It was a lot more than that. It ended up being like thousands of dollars, you know. And there's like interest on it, and if you miss a payment, there's huge late fees. So basically, when it was all said and done, there's like a fee for originating the lease to borrow the tire. Like, you know, there's all these crazy like fees and stuff that they put in there. So by the end of it, I was like, so they're like, oh yeah, it's this much a month for this many months, and I'm like, that adds up to a lot of money. I'm like, what if I don't want to lease them? What if I just want to buy the tires, or not lease them, but make payments?
Pay to
Yeah.
keep.
What if I don't want to make payments? What if I just want to pay you right now all the money today because I got enough money for tires?
Right.
And they're like, we don't do that. And I'm like, you don't sell tires at your tire shop? They're like, no, we don't sell them. We only put people on payment plans. Yeah, so they're over there charging 3 times as much for the tires. And it's these people that can't afford to buy tires, but they can afford, $50 a week.
So like aggressive loaning.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, payday loans, all that kind of shit.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, I called. I'm like, I want to give you cash.
Where are they located?
27th in Superior.
Oh, that place. That place?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's straight exploitation right there. Yeah, that's robbery. That's all of that. Yeah, look at the location.
Yeah.
Who are they exploiting?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. My mom. I think my mom. Yeah, that's why she knew about it.
Well, and it's like culturally, who typically cares about having shiny rims and shit?
Right.
Like, yeah, there's a certain class of people that get exploited by these things, and they just keep doing it, man. Like, these places just keep popping up. And
funny thing about rims, man, is
unregulated,
I've never had a set of rims in my life.
mm-hmm.
Well, man, you gonna put some rims on there? Ain't nothing wrong with the motherfuckers on there, man. What the fuck you talking about? I was that dude. Like, I'm doing shit. I don't need the police. As soon as he has rims on it, man, I need to get in traffic and blend right the fuck in, man. I never, as long as I got some music in my shit, I can turn that down and stop. Like, I never rims. I wouldn't tint my shit, nothing, so the police would look at me. Fuck them rims, man. I got some rims on there. You see the motherfuckers that's on there already, man? What the fuck you mean? Yeah,
I used to have the car came with chrome rims, but I spray painted them black. Well, I plasti dipped them black.
Black cars, and back in my day it was red and yellow, but black and silver cars, man, you get they're that's shit. Used to be red and yellow. They say red and yellow were hard paints to copy. Yeah, something like that. But like we said, most of the car Ferraris and Ferraris red and yellow, Ferrari red, Ferrari yellow. But now it's black and silver. Everybody murdering their cars out and shit.
Yeah, that's what I did. I sprayed all the chrome matte black. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I've never called a place and tried to buy something and have them tell me, we don't do that. We don't sell stuff without a payment plan. That shit's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, so it's like,
so you don't want my money? My money ain't no good.
Yeah, I'm like, I have $600 for you. I'll pay full price for the tires. It's like, no.
I think I had a similar situation with a transmission place here. No plug. I ain't gonna say the name. But I was looking for a tranny for the lowrider. You know what I mean? And they was like, oh no, we just rebuild them. I'm like, your fucking sign says any transmission for any vehicle, and I'm like, I can't come get you can't build one for me? Like, what the fuck? What kind of place is this, man? Yeah, it really pissed me off, man. It pissed me off.
It's weird, yeah.
Like, no, we just rebuild them. Like, you don't sell them? Like, what do you do with them when you rebuild them, bro? All right, whatever, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, shit's weird, man. Renting rims, renting sneakers.
Renting sneakers? That's some punk-ass shit.
Yeah, it's like to impress who? And if anybody finds out you rented them,
they gonna snap on you anyway.
Yeah, like any good impression you made is over, man. Like, people think you're rich for a day.
Yeah, lot. Yeah, a lot of bullshit is coming out during this pandemic, man. A whole bunch of shit. Like I said, Bill Cosby is a dangerous man, and he belongs in prison. I watched that special, and I'm a little bit through it. I think we're on the third part right now. Oh my God, Hugh Hefner. May he rest in peace, man. That was an evil guy. That dude was a dictative.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff about a lot of people. This pandemic, a lot of people have time to make documentaries.
Yes, they did, didn't they, bro? That's what I said too. I was like, shit's coming out about motherfuckers now, man. Shit's coming out. And then the Cuomo motherfuckers, they trying to make a comeback, and Jenna mentioned something. So I was like, well, this shit is like I said before, this shit is all deeply rooted, and you might not have ever heard of Marion Barry. You ever hear of Marion Barry?
Nah.
Let me tell you a little bit about Marion Barry, man. This is back in the 90s, which is, even to think about it now, is fucking tripped out. Marion Barry was the mayor of fucking DC, dog, right? Okay. This is no social media or nothing. Gets caught in a hotel with several prostitutes, smoking crack, getting his dick sucked, all kind of shit. Police bust in. He's cussing them the fuck out. Okay? I think Marion Barry, I don't know if he went to prison. I think he went to prison. Maybe not. Maybe not. But some odd years later, the motherfucker runs again and fucking wins, dog.
Damn. Wow.
So, yeah, this is a black dude back in the 90s, man.
Hey, good job.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm waiting on that special. We need a is Marion Barry still alive?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it don't matter because Bill Cosby was still alive, but maybe they expected him to be dead, or because he's fucking old too. Hugh Hefner, Bill Cosby for sure. If you do ever watch it, bro, it's gonna make you. Wow. Like I said,
I think he might still be. Oh no, he died in 2014.
He did.
Yeah.
Huh.
He served as the second and fourth mayor of the District of Columbia.
Got in a hotel room with bitches and some crack.
The second one and the fourth one.
And the fourth
There's
one.
There's a little break. A little break to sort some shit out. He figured it out and he's back.
And they voted him back.
Don't even worry about it, dog.
Don't worry about it, man.
That's the beauty of democracy, man.
There we go.
They said, you're living the dream. I want to get like you, man.
That motherfucker, man. If you ever watch, I'm sure it's still on YouTube somewhere, man. You watch, you like this, but you got caught, dog. You got caught. This is a setup. This is a goddamn setup, man. That shit was hilarious back in the day, man. Dude, the second
you're
and
getting
the
canceled
fourth.
for that today.
Yeah,
Oh
straight
God,
canceled.
You're getting canceled for that for sure.
For not paying the prostitutes or the crack. I mean, you gotta choose now. You gotta pick your fight here. Are we fighting for the prostitutes or are we for the crack? That's where we would be at today with it.
Yeah. All right, that's all we got this week, everybody. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We're on TikTok. I've kind of been neglecting posting. I'm gonna try to get better at it. But
players fuck up too.
Work's been busy, man. I'm actually doing shit at work lately. So I'm starting Monday. I'm a boss. I got little employees.
Big things popping. Big things popping.
Just got promoted. So maybe now that I got minions, maybe shit can slow down and I can start working on this at work again.
Big things popping.
Yeah, check us out on all our social medias. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Sharing it helps a lot. Telling your friends helps the most. So if you like us, tell your friends. They might like us too. Other than that, have a great week. Check out Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa, man. It's good.